ladies and gentlemen, we are back and we have a lot of new friendly faces. And with new friendly faces, that means we have a lot of catching up to do. So, for a Benny, who out of the group would like to catch our new players up on what's been happening?
I'm afraid I am drawing a blank on what happened last time. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So,
I think I did. I think
Art,
I did the last one, so I'll let someone else do it anyway.
I think I can do it.
Sure.
We started in game a
Good
few
job.
days ago. We sought to figure out where there were some bandits so that we could interfere with their attempts to attack the town. But we got interrupted by discovering a giant machine which might still be bent on destroying all of humanity. Um, and we tried to stop that. And things, there's the present danger, and there's this. If this thing wakes up, it's going to be really, really, really bad. And we went into like the subconscious of the collective nanomachines to try and figure out uh, some some of our some questions relating to the bandits. At which point, one of our members asked a question about where his dad was instead,
Yeah.
and made a lot of us facepalm, so to speak. And afterwards, let's see, we tried to talk some strategy. I forget the results of that, though. It's been a while.
You guys did some networking around town, and you ended
Mhm.
up realizing that the mercenaries that were going to attack you were actually coming into
That's right.
town to the brothel. So
Yes.
you managed to get some information about who one of the outsiders was, and then you got the information from them about the location of the mercenary camp.
Yeah.
So, yep. So, take it, Benny. Luke.
And now we are going to go sneak off their
Mm-hmm.
uh, replace. I believe the plan is to replace their leaders with some people that are good at pretending to be other people,
Mm-hmm.
and they will try to sabotage the bandits' attack. And then I think the plan, if I still understand correctly, was to have defend against the bandits when they come, but also we think the vampires that sent them are going to be sitting around somewhere watching, and we want to kill those vampires as well.
Right. Yep. Good call. So, for our new players, what's happening is the party is selected to be protectors of this town called Hazelcrest. Hazelcrest is a border. It's in the border region, and it's come under church domain at this point. And since it's under church domain, that means that now um, some of the rules of the church are being put in place, and like the culture is shifting. But the vampires that own the land or claim to own the land, they're fighting back, and they're slaughtering members of the village, and they're just being like real jerks. They've hired a group of mercenaries, a company called Ansel and Poole, to come in, and in a couple of days they're going to kill the whole town. So you're in a Magnificent Seven type situation.
Right.
Or Seven Samurai.
Seven Samurai, yeah. It's the same movie, just six shooters
Or
and swords.
Battle Beyond the Stars.
Oh yeah. Battle Beyond the Stars, I think, is Star Wars.
Oh, it was Magnificent Seven in space.
Wow. I have to go look that up.
Yep. Stars John Boy Walton.
Yeah, Battle Beyond the Stars.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure Seven Samurai was the first one. We'll
Well,
go with
yes,
that one.
of course, yes. Uh,
Okay. So last time, Father Gears wanted to meet with Buratino. And let's see. I'm gonna get
and Maxine was encouraging everyone not to be too harsh on the boy. He is just a child.
yeah.
They don't always make the best decisions.
They do not.
Of course, that is obviously her role as the, governess and teacher.
The nice lady who
Yep,
prevents the children from dying.
tries to.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna drop everybody's tokens down.
Okay.
So do we know these people that are coming in to help us out?
Do you? I don't know. Mike, Citri, do you have your characters made?
For the most part, I'm still doing some editing as I just got access to the Super's Companion.
Gotcha.
More or less. I'm gonna have to fix it later, though.
Cool deal. Well, would you like to saunter on and introduce yourself?
Sure. Let's see if I can get my voice. How do I word this? What is the setting we're in? Am I just walking in on scene?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You can convince the party however you want. Both you and Yala. Citra, how do I
Elizina?
Yelazina. You and Yelazina, I'm going to go ahead and assume that you know each other and that you're coming together.
Indeed.
You can come up with whatever story you'd like to convince the party to let you tag along. That does not necessarily mean that they believe you, but you can try and convince them.
Or you could introduce your characters and what you are and everything, or what you present, and one of us could just grab you and be like, "Oh, we know you," or whatever you guys want to do.
I'm down for either, or if you see the moment rise for it. I'll introduce myself. I'm Valeria. I was told you need a hand out here, keeping things under control. Vampires and whatnot. Oh, here's the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sorry to disappoint you. We're not actually going directly after the vampires like I wanted to.
Where
But you'll still
are we?
get some.
Is Valeria a girl?
Yes.
Okay.
Mike, would you like to describe what everyone sees when?
Yes. As I walk up to you, it appears to be a perfectly average human girl. As far as her face is concerned, her suit, however, you see seems to shift and mold across her body. It appears to spike up and almost as if it moves in response to her movements. It almost appears to be alive, and as you get closer, you see the metallic sheen you would expect on metal, but it moves like a liquid.
Interesting.
And though her face is rather plush and soft and very feminine, her voice and attitude is not very giving of the same. Her personality does not match her outlook, though her armor very much does, as it just looks aggressive. Who suggested going straight for the vampires?
Was it me?
Initially it was me. I thought we could just go to where they are and kill them, but
Or arms.
I've since been told that's a bad idea.
In so many ways.
Yeah, it looks like you're showing my character, Moss,
Yep.
who is a cyborg with extra arms.
Like
Wears a mask,
multiple
robe
extra arms,
type,
or just
steal
one?
from the rich, maybe sometimes give to the poor.
Sometimes.
Occasionally.
Yeah, Valeria will cross her arms, hearing this, and she'll go, well, as much as I would have enjoyed the quick route, I'm not here to suddenly spout out orders. I was told to lend a hand.
So old. Business as usual. Goodness. So you'll probably see a little figure pop out behind her. Most features pale as snow. No shoes, very upbeat. Ow, my finger. And she seems to have no care in the world, and she'll just be like, "Hi, I'm Elizina, here to help."
Nice to meet you, Elizabeth. What's your deal? I'm sorry, did I say the wrong name?
It's a complicated name. It's just it's felt so right to mess it up.
Okay, it's Elvin. I get it a lot. But my deal? I'm supposed to have a deal?
Yes.
It's not
Are
technically
you a-
necessary for you to have deal. It's not necessary. If you wish to lend hand is good, but it is not always necessary. I mean, like for instance, I do not have a deal either. I never carry cards.
No.
And I am
What I
certainly
meant
always happy to have more children in my class. Welcome. And Maxime is a porcelain construct. Basically, this very delicate-looking china doll in like a red velvet dress and a red beret. Very very proper. Always stands, in like this, this proper, like noble lady kind of stance, and just has this air of like a teacher or a governess or a nanny. And she does tend to refer to everyone as her children, even if they are, a ferocious battle angel. So
That you feel.
yep. It's just a quirk of her programming that she kind of regards everyone as, children.
Gotcha.
Does Elizina appear to be floating in the air?
Maybe if you look really close. Not too far off the ground.
I mean, is she like a spectral being?
Quite.
Is she see-through or?
No.
No.
Is she opaque?
Kind of shiny, but not see-through.
Got it.
Alright.
It's like you're staring at a.
Hey, Dustin.
Yes.
What would we roll to identify what they are?
Roll occult.
Also, you'd probably want to wait for. Oh yeah, never mind. I'm gonna shut up.
All right, let's take a look.
Really?
Got a 4. Mike Citry,
Yeah, I mean that's a success.
do you want to tell Buratino what you are?
You could always text it to him too if
Well,
you don't want to say it in front of us.
I mean,
That would be more fun for me.
Go ahead.
they wouldn't know that I would know.
They wouldn't know, but I'm giving the players the option of explaining, not the characters.
Right.
I mean,
So does your character? You say it? Is it Elizabino? Am I messing it up?
Dustin.
Elizina.
Yeah.
Yeah, Il Azina.
Yeah, that's
Dustin has typed it out in the chat.
Elizina.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Alrighty.
So does your character have any gear, or are you just like you got your like clothes and that's it?
I think she definitely has a pack. But other than that, you can't really see anything.
Gotcha. Well, there's a. I guess he would be like leaning against the bar when you guys kind of walk in, because that's basically where they have all their meetings. It's not really like they do a lot of secret discussions or whatnot. But he's probably just a little under 7 feet. It's got like a weird kind of, or maybe your character even knows about it. Like there's a race of people in this world that are basically were creatures, and they're called the Vorlak. And he is recognizable by like the tribal tattoos and like the dress of it. If your character is aware of that type of thing, if you're not, then he just looks like your classic barbarian, except for the cybernetic bits that seem to come out around the joints. And there is a just massive polearm looking thing. Looks like something you would put on like a tank or something, but it's leaning against, like, it's well within his reach, but it's actually like leaning against the corner of the room.
Gotcha.
Yeah. He's the one that talked to you earlier in the Russian accent.
I mean, she's nothing special unless you count an albino as special.
Gotcha. He'll mutter something about snow spirits and hand you, like, push a glass of alcohol towards you. Whether you take it or not, he doesn't really seem to pay attention. So you have come to help with destroying mercenaries. You vampire hunters?
Something like that.
Oh, good. Where is your case? Oh, you must be new. That's okay. We'll help you get your case. And then he just turns around to the rest of the group. All right, we have people to help us now. We are ready to go. So, super secret plan is in effect. We can't tell you about that part of it, unfortunately, because you are new. But once you kill a couple vampires, we'll let you all in on the plan that's already happened.
Hold on a second. Phil hasn't introduced Nicamella yet, and Andres hasn't introduced Buratino. Would you?
Yeah, he's just talking.
Yeah.
Dear Lord, half this book is powers. Just powers.
Well,
Yep.
Before you take charge and tell everybody what to do, perhaps we should find out a little bit more about what these people could do besides just saying something like that. I mean, we have no idea what this Magazina. Meanwhile, her horse interrupts her and says, "It's pronounced Elizina. Whatever. She knows who I'm talking to."
Okay, when you say that, Phil, he turns around accusingly and points at the first person that introduced himself that he didn't catch their name and says, "Yeah, that's right. Tell us."
Okay. Well, as I was saying, what exactly do you do? It's obvious. I'm an I'm an archangel. I'm born, bred, and made and forged in battle. But what exactly do you all do?
Uh, this is a little difficult because I'm still in the middle of looking through powers and trying to mold it just right.
Right?
But she just kind of sighs. Valaria just kind of sighs, annoyed, just cricks her neck, and then the suit seems to suddenly morph, covering her face, becoming a full body armament. And then she swings her arm out to the side in a very flashy motion, and her arm molds into this giant blade that covers from the tips of her fingers up to her elbow. I'm very well trained in combat. I am here to test my abilities and see what I can do.
Hopefully you don't get yourself hurt, young
See?
lady.
No problem.
Okay. Melee combat? You could have said just that. That would have been fine.
And she slowly morphs back down into the form she was before. And and she goes, "I'm not worried about injury. Contagion would protect me."
Yeah. I don't care if you get protected. We're here to protect the people here.
Well, as for me, I'm pretty agile and stealthy.
That's
Give it a
helpful.
little thumbs up.
I think you're a little late though. Our stealth mission, which went swimmingly, and by that I mean it didn't. We already did that. So this is the part where we fight things.
Well, I can't say
But
I'm
maybe
not
there's something we can
experienced
get
with
done
that.
there. Good. See, you're a pretty angel person. You are just completely, over. You need to calm down. It's coming from the berserker.
Calm down when the vampires are dead. Right now, we don't have the time.
Speaking of which, has anybody checked on the kids?
Yeah, I'm assuming that. I'm
mean-
assuming Nikki does, regularly,
Alrighty.
horrifically.
I mean the kids that I've got in my pocket, and I won't let go. I'm just kidding.
Okay. So there's only one member of the
Somebody-
party left who hasn't introduced himself. Bertino, would you like to? If you don't want to, you don't have to.
No, I'm good. What about Ken and Dave? Are we all going to have to introduce ourselves as Ken and Dave here again in a second?
I'm going to go ahead
Yep.
and say everybody knows Professor Shadrack because he's sort of world famous.
Hell yeah.
Of course, you've heard of me.
Go, Shaddy, go.
Alright, Bertino, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. So this kid runs up to you and he's like, "You're here just in time. We have found my papa. My name is Bertino Giuseppino Paradiso, and my father Giuseppe. He is being held by these men, and we are going to rescue him right now. You have got here just in time. You are going to help, yes?"
I've gone from Italian to Mexican.
Yeah.
So the first thing I said when I showed up, we're here to help.
Very
Great,
good.
let's go.
The timing is perfect.
Alrighty. And with that, you actually see someone else walking up behind them. Members of the Knight's crew actually nod to him because they recognize Professor Shadrack. Professor Shadrach, would you like to introduce yourself?
I don't need an introduction. I know who I am, everyone knows who I am, and that's all that matters.
You two are
However, I am a well known doctor and problem solver.
All right.
How do you keep suit white? It's very hard, very dirty.
I have a very good cleaner, and I buy in bulk when all else fails.
Ah,
I'm going to go ahead and say, since most of you is machine, you're actually well acquainted with Father Gears, and he will have sent for you against his better judgment. But he
Yes,
does respect.
Daddy Gears was calling my name.
Alrighty, so you come up, and I'm going to say that you're not really affiliated with the new members that just joined. You don't recognize them, but you do. You have shown up to assist the town in whatever it needs, and particularly because they're probably going to need a medic.
Yes, I hear this town has a problem as he just calibrates his gauntlets. And I'm here to solve it.
If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it.
Uh,
Check out the hoe
As,
on the
as
DJ
he approaches,
revolves it.
Buratino moves away from him.
stop it.
Don't worry. If I was doing that kind of check, I would be wearing rubber gloves.
Right. Okay. So we've got everybody introduced and caught up. At one point, the machine cleric Father Gears wanted to speak with Buratino about what happened in the discourse. So he's been waiting for you, Buratino, to show up.
Okay.
Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go to speak to him, or are you just gonna wait?
I mean, I'm ready to go get my papa, so
All right.
I know where he is,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm ready to go get him.
Okay. So you're not gonna speak to Father Gears. You're just gonna go straight out.
I mean, I'm willing to talk to Father Gears because I think I need help to go get my papa. There seem to be lots of bad men around him,
Mm-hmm.
but it's going to be fairly limited in my time. I don't see myself spending like a lot of time, wasting a lot of time with Father Gears. Where is he?
He is, if my machine will move, up here.
Hold on, okay.
I'll hold the door open for everyone.
Thank you, Moss. That's very polite of you.
Mm-hmm.
Professor Shadrach will follow as a courtesy, because you know what? When he respects professionals.
Right. When Father Gears sees you walk in, Professor Shadrach, he waves to you, and he acknowledges you and says, "Professor, it is a good thing that you come. Thank you for being here."
It is always a pleasure when my skills are in.
Father Gears, I have such a good news. I found my papa.
Yes.
He's being held by the bad man. Please, help me.
Yes, of course. He's gonna look to the adults and says, "Would you please step out for a moment? I need to have a word with Buratino here."
This Professor Shadrach nods and says, I can respect confidentiality. As he leaves.
All right. So Father Gears is going to walk up to you and he's going to sit down on the pew and he's going to say, "Sit down, Buratino. Please speak with me."
Uh, Father Gears, okay. He he like he doesn't actually sit on the pew since he is
He's a ghost.
incorporeal.
Yeah.
But he kind of makes a motion like he's kind of hovering over the pew a little bit, like he's squatting over it.
Mm-hmm. He says, he just kind of laughs a little bit. It's just like, "Thank you for humoring an old man. Buratino, please tell me what happened in the discourse."
There were lots of bad bots, and they were chasing us. And then this woman, she asked me what the one question that I had, and what one thing I wanted to know, and I told her I wanted to know where my papa was, and they showed me where my papa was.
And now you're going to get your papa, yeah?
Yeah, I'm very excited. I've been looking for him all since I woke up, and no one knew where he was. But now we can go and rescue him. He's with the bad men. The bad men have him. They
We
look like they've been hurting him.
we got very lucky in that, Buratino. We really did. In that he is in the same spot that we needed to go. I I am not mad at you, child. You were asked a question and you told the truth. And this is not something that a man should get mad at a child over. I will say one thing to you, and this is a request from me. Being that you are a child, yes? The old men of the world need to make sure that the young men get to be old too. So I just ask you to pay attention to what you're doing. You know what I mean? Don't put your friends in danger, please.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I tell you before when we first met that I help you find your papa. What do you need from me to go get him?
Well, it just seems like there's a lot of bad men.
Okay, so he pulls out his club and says, "You want me to bash him over the head?"
My papa said we not hurt people.
Yeah, your papa tell that to you. Your papa not tell that to me. Uh, okay.
If we could just make sure that they don't hurt my papa anymore.
Okay, I call in Professor Shedarek. He's a very smart man. You be careful. He's a little and don't repeat this, okay? Do not repeat this to him. He's a little off, but he knows how to do things. Maybe he be a big help in getting your papa to safety, okay?
Okay,
Okay, you be careful now, okay?
okay,
Okay. Now listen, your papa, he might want to take you somewhere else, okay?
okay,
Okay. You know, you make sure that nothing bad to happen, okay?
okay.
Okay.
So we go get my papa now.
Yeah, you go get your papa. You want me to come with you or you want me to stay here?
You can come.
Okay, I'll
If we
come.
go,
Hmm?
we go now.
We go now. Alright, get everybody together. And hey, you're still a child, so don't be going crazy, okay? You listen to Miss Maxine.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, so he stands up and he ushers everybody out. Huh. We got some new people. Nice to meet you. I'm Father Gears, and you are. And he's looking at Ilazina and
Someone?
Maria. He's looking at you and says, "I don't believe I met you. You know the others?
We just met.
Oh, this is good. You look strong, huh? You're not here for trouble, are you?
No,
No,
sir.
they're here to slay a vampire. Yeah, they vampire slayers.
Oh, okay. Good. We need all the vampire slayers we can get. Okay. All right. Moss, Sister Nika, Maxime.
Yes.
Please come to me. Please. Tell me what happened. You you were the ones that found the information, yeah?
We did.
Okay. What did you find?
In the discourse, or are you talking about from the House of Ill Repute?
The house of ill repute that I will have to bash in at some point. Uh, Perhaps I should give that Squiggles Goblin some amnesty if he tears that building down. Yes, with the House of Ill Repute, what did you find?
What we originally set out to find, the location of these bandits.
Good. Okay. So, I suppose
And possibly, hopefully, the location of my master.
Yeah, your master is with the bandits.
I think we've talked about this, Father Gears, the whole man dressed in yellow within the discourse thing.
Yes. This is not something that I am very hopeful about.
Lord Viltarga of Marrowstein.
Yes.
He would be a great ally in the battle against the vampires.
Well, Maxine, one quest at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And this doesn't sound, in
Oh,
my
of
line
course.
of work, in my line of work, we call this a side quest.
I understand. But if he is in the same location, perhaps being held prisoner in much the same way as Buratino's father is, we can get him onto our side.
If he is there and Bertino's father is there, I don't think that's a good sign. I mean, I believe in I believe in coincidences. Coincidences happen all the time. I just don't trust coincidences.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's what we call twofer. That's what we call it. Where I come from, we call it twofer. We get two things at one time. It'll be great. Everything will be fine.
I never thought I would be the one to tell you to have faith, Nakamiya.
Oh.
Faith in God, I can deal with. Faith in people, that is shaky.
Faith in people, that is a completely different matter. See, the God and/or gods are reliable. People,
singular.
You're better off flipping a coin.
I agree.
Now isn't the time for such discussion. We should be on our way.
Indeed.
Yes.
Goodness gracious. I am having the worst lag here I've ever seen, guys.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm just
Sorry,
Take your
buddy.
time.
just like if it seems like I'm just zoned out, it's because I'm waiting for my computer to catch up with what I'm doing.
Don't worry about it, man. Roll20 is really laggy on Fridays to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've had, my Bone Garden session. You've seen days when it's been practically unplayable.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
I'm right there right now. All right, Anders, do you want to control Father Gears?
No. It's true.
No.
Nope. Okay. Does anybody else, or should I take him?
GMPC, GMPC,
I mean-
GMPC.
Since you're already having
I can-
trouble with lag, I'll do it.
Alrighty, thank you.
Yeah. There you go. Good job.
Yeah.
You give that man a Benny.
Take
Alright.
one for the team.
I can
And
I can run all your
actually,
bad guys for you if you like.
No.
Professor Shadrach doesn't have conviction.
Oh wait, we're supposed to have conviction?
No,
The new characters do.
yeah, he's too good for conviction. Yeah, he's too good for conviction. He doesn't need it.
Oh, I'll take it. Well, I don't know, man. You have not met Professor Shadrach in any of his incarnations.
Yeah.
Oh, is this another multi-genre character?
Yes, ask Roos, Lou, and Dustin
Yeah.
sometime.
I've
And Phil.
I've had a few of those crop up in some of my games. So I'll have to tell you about, the legend of Pirate Pete one day.
Yeah, I should tell you about Apocalypse one day.
Oh my god. There's more
Yes,
than one.
Apocalypse is a legacy character.
Oh, I'm scared.
Dear Lord.
That is so terrifying to think about. I thought there was only one.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
What is his kill count?
You don't want to know.
Don't
Apocalypse.
ask questions. Yeah, don't ask questions to the answer. Yeah, oh, so bad. So bad.
Was so fitting.
Okay. As you
Yes,
move
this is
along
nice.
on the path set before you, you begin to get to a certain point where the greenery has been eroded and there seems to be something toxic in the air. You see a bunch of random machines that are stuck in this weird sort of feedback loop. They're shaking and convulsing. A hover drone is just swimming or flying in this circle. There's a dog drone that's just twitched out and seems to be almost rabid, but it's a drone. Something is up with this particular area.
My goodness.
Okay,
Be careful, children. Stay close by.
is this the fight part, or are we still sneaking?
That's for you to decide. You haven't gotten to the ruined town yet.
That's what I was asking. No, I was asking the group. No, yeah.
AC 2.
Discretion is always best, especially when we have to figure out what we're dealing with. But that's just me. I could be wrong. I'm not, but I could be.
In front of you sits a pile of junk. There are twisted and wretched vehicles, ATVs, there's ripped up roof tiles, and even a pair of combat mechs that have been piled on this big wad of junk.
My word, this looks like a post-apocalyptic trailer park, but with fewer windstorms.
Is this in our direct route? Or, I mean, is there a reason we're coming through here?
It's just along the way.
say, Ferretina.
It's Buratino.
Well, you're sneaky and small like a ferret. I think Ferretina works better.
Oof.
In any event, do you think you can? You said you were sneaky. Think you might be able to look around or help out, or I could do some aerial recon, but I'm not what you call sneaky in any way, shape, or form.
I have never said that I was.
Or
No,
I can be somewhat discreet. I'm not an expert, but I do know
It
how.
is wrong to be sneaky.
I thought Elizana said that. Sorry.
Yeah, Ilizana is the sneaky one, I suppose.
But stand close, everyone. And I will cast Mind Link. Will influence the nanobots. Oh,
Uh-oh.
I will. Benny.
Please do. Oof.
At least it's not a crit fail. So.
Thanks.
oh no, please, not the mind talk thing again. You know I don't have an inside mind voice.
Okay, well that's a normal success. So that okay, so the
It's
duration is
like
30
just a
minutes.
very
So
light.
for at least the next half hour, as long as we're all within a mile of each other, we can communicate silently through the mind.
This Professor Shadrach pipes in and
Yeah.
says, internally, and says, "Thank goodness." Just bear in mind, my
So
thoughts are
it,
not safe for work or humanity.
Oh,
Well, any thought not consciously directed at your allies would not be transmitted. Simple thoughts and subconscious
oh
recollections
good.
will not go across the. You have to
Thank
consciously to communicate.
This Professor Shadrach immediately just he visibly heaves a sigh of relief and says, "Oh, thank goodness."
Father Gears will pipe in. It's like, brother,
Yeah,
do you need to go to
that's good.
confession later?
Yes, twice.
Ah,
I heard the last time he walked in a temple,
um,
he caught the priest on fire.
How many people are in the group now?
huh,
A lot.
Yep.
Too many.
I am one.
8 and 9. So it's gonna be 9 PowerPoints
I think
out
there's.
of my out of my 10.
Ugh,
Don't worry, I've
good
got
job.
Benny's. I've got Benny's to get new
Um,
PowerPoints, so I'm all right.
It's a long trip. You'll have
well,
refreshed
that's
by the
good.
time you get there. This is
Oh well,
just one. This is
the
just
duration is only a
So
half an hour, so
yeah.
that's fine. It's enough to get through this scenario.
yeah.
So, the angel want to fly up real high, and then we have sneaky person move forward, and check out, and then we wait here.
Well, as I said, I am not sneaky, nor is Basileus.
All right.
It can be discreet.
Giratina starts moving in the direction of his papa.
Okay. You're not trying to be stealthy.
Why?
All right.
Oh,
Because Nakami asked you to.
oh,
Because we want to
boy.
take him by surprise. That's why.
Okay.
Take what by surprise?
Buratino,
Well,
please be careful.
he's incorporeal, so I mean,
I'm
what's the worst gonna happen?
He could still be seen.
Oh, you said it.
I mean,
All right.
this isn't where they are.
They say that children should be seen and not heard. Sometimes they should be neither seen nor heard.
Okay. So, other than metagaming, for what reason are any of us trying to sneak up on this junk pile?
Well, we've seen creatures moving around erratically as if something weird is happening in this area. So we have
No, we
reason to be suspicious of the.
Yeah,
Yes, we did. He explained it. He explained 3 different creatures that are acting erratically, moving around the area. Did you miss that?
I guess I did, but
Sorry,
you know
buddy.
what? We're
Yeah,
not here
no
to hunt
worries.
creatures. We're here to get terrorists and my papa. So let's keep going.
Yeah, and also there are
Sounds
two
good to
battle
me.
bots that are just crunched there, and that doesn't look like a coincidence.
Yes, there's too many to be a coincidence. My good individual.
And,
I'll tell you
and
what.
to answer your question, why you're being stealthy, Nakami will ask you to. So take that as you will.
All right. So, Bertino, go ahead and take a Benny for acting in character, because that really is your hindrance
Yep.
to be narrow focused like that. Whoever wants to can give me a notice check.
Oh, you bet your sweet Bippy Shaddy's doing a notice.
All right. So yeah.
Oh, I rolled snake eyes,
Oh man.
Good job.
so he don't see squat.
Oh wow! Everyone else is
Your
rolling
eyes
really
are short
well there.
circuiting.
So these battle.
This his visor's just like he's pressing a few buttons. Like, good grief! This is why I didn't update to Vista
the
originally.
the battle borgs that have
I
been
have danger
thrown
sense now.
on the pile down here. They have claw marks, and it looks as if they've been chewed through, like some creature has gone at them and had its way with them. And that creature, sensing movement outside of its lair, begins to start digging up out. And you see a cyber wyvern appear.
Would it
Weeaboo dragon.
Mm-hmm.
would it would it sense movement if Bertino's incorporeal?
Well, I mean, you guys were arguing, right?
You're
Well,
not
that was out of
wrong.
character. That was out of character though. Like the description, because we were talking about like, did we notice it or not? We wouldn't have yelled about that in real game.
Alright. So, I'm gonna go ahead and say that it sees you guys all passing through.
Sounds good to me.
Alright.
Yeah, Shaddy just
Forever.
nat one done. He got snake eyes, so we're all good.
Alright, so let's add
It
to
would be
turn.
cool if we could ride on it, but I'm guessing none of us have that ability to tame it.
I do.
Oh,
Okay. Remember, as long as you're within that pale yellow circle, you get a +1 to become unshaken in combat.
I don't
My-
see
my-
any circle.
You don't see the circle?
It might not be turned on for seeing for other players.
Okay.
It happens.
Luke, you're playing the machine cleric, so he'll go on
Yes.
your turn.
Okay.
If you put the a 30-foot circle around me, Dustin, can the others see it?
I can see
I was
it.
kind of hoping.
I can
Huh?
see it, but
Yeah, you have to change the
Okay.
settings so that it's visible to other players.
Yeah.
let's go here. Tokens.
Otherwise, it's just a trap card.
Alright. Where is that at? Circle, radius.
So click on the token and then the gear.
Yep.
And then scroll all the way down, and there should be, aura settings. If you click on the 3 dots,
Player permissions. C.
yes. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Ooh.
Now I know something new.
Moist.
Alright.
Good job.
See, children, learning can be
That man a
fun.
Benny.
Yeah.
Because
actually,
literacy is cool.
Go ahead and take one, Luke. Thank you for
I,
helping
I
me
watch.
with that.
I watch him too.
Alright.
I quit watching them after some weird stuff happened.
Whoa.
But
Oh,
Whoa.
man. Black
Whoa.
Joker and Red
Oh.
Joker.
Holy crap.
So,
well, we're dead.
everybody take 2 bennies.
I'm also young.
And
Yeah.
shuffle it back.
Okay.
Then you should get a Benny as well.
Sweet.
An extra Benny.
Alright, so you folks want to draw yours, or should I just deal them?
I already drew.
I just drew mine personally.
I already drew mine.
Alright, that's how we'll do it then.
You can draw mine because I can't access the screen, unfortunately, for some reason. Again.
2. Technology
Be a Benny.
is wonderful.
Get me a Benny.
Alright, Craig, I sent 2 to you.
And I will immediately
Thank
drop one of those snazzy new bennies I just got for 5 power points.
Mm-hmm.
Where did my character sheet go? There we go.
Also, I have the quick advantage, so I don't know how that goes with initiative.
If you draw a card that's 5 or less, you get to redraw.
Yep.
Did you draw 5 or less?
All right, Dustin.
You got a
I
6.
can't draw cards.
No, I mean in turn
Okay.
order. Okay, you didn't.
I got you.
Alright. With the Jokers go at the same time, so Nico and Bertino, you two are actually able to go consecutively now if you'd like. What would the two of you want to do?
The cameo's probably going to want to attack head on. And although she's probably going to have her mount Basileus, somebody else who can't fly wants to get to it and attack. They could use Basileus as a flying mount.
You don't need to worry about me. I have all the movement. I'm good.
Anyone else?
I can't. I don't have the skills to ride an animal.
Well, he
Me
said,
neither.
You
yeah,
don't have to.
but you don't need it.
You don't have to ride.
Yeah.
The horse has a grappling hook.
Oh, well, that would be grand. I'm very close combat.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I thought for people who are close combat and want to do that.
Did Valeria have quick or level-headed?
No.
Okay, cool. This is kind of funny. This is the first time in a while everybody got really high cards, or at least most people got above a 5. That's
So did the dragon.
yeah.
But Anders, do you have something in mind that you want to do, or first? Or?
Yeah, I'd like to puppet the dragon.
Okay.
Oh,
All
Good
right.
job.
All right.
That's why I asked.
Okay.
They're in everywhere.
I'm
It's
trying to
just a
remember how to
hacking
do
roll
it.
for you, isn't it? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a hacking. You just roll hacking, right?
I think so.
Because you activate the power, and then the power gives you the ability to use hacking to then try and use it. So step 1, say I use a power, and then puppet, and then you just got to roll your hacking.
I think I have to spend a Benny first. I think I use super sorcery to
job.
do it.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, done it before. I've seen you.
Yeah, I've done it before. I just didn't remember how I did it. Okay. All right, so let me spin a Benny. And then
It's either
I'll
that or
use
focus,
super
whoever's
sorcery.
higher.
And hacking. Let's see what did I roll. All right, I'll use a Benny to re-roll that.
Okay.
Wait, is that smart space skill?
It is.
I can re-roll that for free.
Mm-hmm. 7. Is that good?
You get it. Yeah.
I think that's a
He kind of wants an 8.
right?
Yeah, he kind of. Yeah, you want at least an 8 so that it's hard, because they got to make a hard check if you can roll and a raise.
Yeah, I'll use a
So
Benny, and I
if
have
you
a
want to-
wand, so
yeah.
it's opposed.
Okay.
And I'll
There
re-roll
you
it.
go.
8. All right. So
Moist.
That's actually a 10 because I have a wand.
gotcha. All right. So it needs to be.
There you
an
And
go.
I get a free reroll because I have it's a smart base roll. So let me just see if I reroll that better than a 10.
I think that only works once though, or is it every time?
He spent a Benny. Well, no, actually, you got up a good point there, Phil. All right, 12.
Ooh.
All
So
right.
Yeah. So
it's 12.
so an opposed roll means that you have to roll like a hard test, which is instead of 4, you got to make an 8, I guess.
All right. He is.
Oppose is the person taking the action rolls first, and once they're done spending
Yeah.
bennies or doing their re-rolls, then whatever they end up with, that's going to be the target number.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
after the other person rolls to resist, they don't get to spend bennies anymore because they've accepted, this is the target number.
All righty.
There you
So
go.
it's not able to do anything to you. I am going to need a spirit check at -2 from you, though.
From me?
Yes.
Dragon fear.
Oh, and I just chose not to take bravery.
Brave little ghost that could.
All right.
Nice.
So, Bertino, it's not fear that's getting you. There is somebody whispering in your ear.
Oh.
And it's not the dragon. But you do have control of it right now.
Okay.
Is there Is there somebody in there with him?
There's somebody in there with all of you.
Neat.
All right. So you've got control of it. Nika, did you want to do anything?
Oh, really can't anymore. I'll hold my action.
All right. Going on hold.
Yeah.
Okay.
In case when things go pear shaped.
All right. So you've got the dragon puppeted. However, this little combat drone just stops twitching and all of a sudden just turns around.
Which
Buratino,
one?
this one down here.
Okay.
All right. It just turns around and all of a sudden pulls out its minigun and
Uh-oh.
starts firing on everybody.
Okay, since I was on hold, can I?
You absolutely can, yes.
Oh yeah, pose that flex roll, baby.
Yeah. Alrighty then. Oh, no, you don't. As she does as she swivels her head around.
Eat holy laser.
Mm-hmm.
As basically a random narrator goes counter.
Okay.
Right. Oh, set. D8. 98.
This little guy only has a parry of 5, and he only has a toughness of 5.
So that's
Oh,
15.
cool.
17. Yeah.
Yep. That is most definitely going to hit with a raise.
Okay. And damage, laser, damage, sniper rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Moist.
57. The
Oh yeah, this guy is blown into little tiny parts. They go flying everywhere.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. He is done.
Children shouldn't play with such dangerous things.
That drone that was spinning in a circle, it just stops and it's looking at you. And the dog comes over. This particular type of drone doesn't have a mouth. It really doesn't have any kind of offensive capability. So it just
Okay.
moves around. They're just looking at you. Buratino, since you're patched into the network, you actually hear whispers every time they move.
Hmm.
Whisper back.
So do I feel like they're giving the commands?
They're not giving the command. Something is telling them to move.
Okay.
The dog is like, sausages, sausages. Bark, bark. I don't have a mouth.
Yet I must scream.
Well, I did roll stealth before, but that's because I thought it was in character, so we'll go again.
Oh, it's a big roll.
Nice. Well played.
Incredible rolls tonight, man.
Yeah, I know, right? Ilazina,
As opposed to yesterday.
Ilazina, you're actually able, like, for everybody that's sitting there, all of a sudden you're just gone, like,
Without a trace.
without a trace. Something about, like, the dust cloud that's kicking up around you, people just can't spot you. I'm going to go ahead and say that people will get a -2 to try and make an action against you for this round, okay?
Oh, okay. I think I also have dodge.
You do.
I have
Moss,
combat, acrobat, and dodge.
you're very hard to hit.
Yes.
Moss, what would you like to do?
Yes, it looks like there's this guy and the drone over here in terms of who I can fight. So we'll go and fight them since they're not, far away in the air right now.
Right.
So I'll run up to this guy and I tell me if I'm not using the rules right, but I would like to make a test and then with two-fisted and frenzy make 2 attacks against him. So I'm going to try and trip him up with one of my swords and stab him with another 2.
Yep, you can do that.
That's a fighting, and I have a +2 bonus from Dirty Fighter. So he needs to get he needs to roll agility to resist.
Okay, and do you touch him?
With the sword.
Okay. All
That
right.
count?
With a sword.
Yep. So he fails his agility roll.
That looks like a fail by 4 or more. So I actually, I'll make him vulnerable, and he's shaken because I got a raise.
Yep. Vulnerable.
And then frenzy time. So that's 1 fighting roll, and then so that's a 10 with the vulnerability.
Yep.
Da-na-na-na.
He only has a parry of 5.
Okay. So 1 hit with a raise and 1 hit, and I have the assassin
Hit with a
edge.
raise.
So these both get a +2 damage bonus.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should have just been hitting attack and damage for the rapiers, but oh well. We'll just take the damage roll.
C'est la vie.
It'll save some time. So just damage. So that's 22 damage with 2 AP.
Okay.
And then 27 damage with 2 AP.
Oh, he is. I mean, you hit him so hard, he flips up into the air, and you hit him again, and he's just bisected and trisected.
Awesome.
You have managed to cut this drone to bits.
And then Father Gears, assuming he can get
It's
within
pie.
range of that one, will try and hit it with his Mega Club.
Mega Club.
And because he's... Yeah, that's a 5 to hit.
Church truncheon.
Yep, he's gonna hit it.
Alright. 15 damage.
Completely obliterates it.
Nice.
He just knocks it out of the air, like the little rotors go flying. Buratino, when that happens, you hear this sort of like buzz and this hiss, and then all of a sudden you hear like the sound of sand moving through an hourglass.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's
Maxine.
next?
Is there anything you'd like to do, Maxine?
Get him, Maxine.
Still maintaining the mind link.
Are you maintaining?
Okay.
Is Buratino linked to the mine in there?
Yeah, I cast it on everybody.
Okay. You'll be
But
hearing.
only purposeful communication is transmitted. It's not random thoughts and it's not telepathy.
Okay.
So it's message from D&D basically.
Gotcha. Okay.
I will move here to get more of my people within my
But
more of
better.
my allies within the radius.
Mm-hmm.
So that way. And is there what's the appropriate the nearest threat at the moment? Yeah, a +1 to uncover, a +1 to recover from being shaken. That's all I can do at the moment.
Buratino's controlling the Wyvern.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's the only real threat you got to deal with.
Okay, good.
For
So what
now.
I will do, I will cast boost. Um, what what you use hacking to do that, Anders?
If you're casting a spell, it's hacking. Yeah.
Well, I mean for when you use your puppet.
Yes.
Okay, I
No,
will
she
boost.
wants to know what to boost on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean everyone's rolling fantastic except me. So well, anyway, your hacking is boosted by 1 die type.
That's cool.
I mean, I don't know, Erica. I still haven't gone yet, so you know.
Well, yeah, good point. Good point. So that would be
Shadow's luck is like liver. Either roll 20 loves it or hates it.
all right. That's it for me then.
Okay. Alrighty.
And of course, as she always does, offering words of encouragement and trying to keep everyone's spirits up. Be careful, everyone. Be safe. It's very dangerous here. I wouldn't want any of you to get hurt.
Professor Shadrack.
Give me a moment. Here's my question, Dustin.
Mm-hmm.
If I spend a penny to double my range, actually no, if I spend no, I'm good. Spending penny to double my range, rolling focus for decay. I'm gonna erode the dragon's power.
Yeah, you can do that.
No, except I crit failed. Well, it's like
Oh,
that's like the second time I rolled tonight that I crit
Oh
failed.
no.
Let me check to make sure that. I wonder if we have dumb luck. I want to
But,
make sure.
but we don't have the thing.
We do.
I think
dumb
you are.
luck.
I think you are using double luck.
Okay, I'm spending a penny.
Because before we were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4.
Okay,
It's
so
a-
4. So, and I have strong for decay. I'm trying to road this thing so it makes a bigger roll at -2.
All right. Let's see. -2. And the game continues where we are consistently killing whatever Buratino puppets.
No.
All
Just
right.
making it easier.
It takes a wound as
Okay,
various
fine, that's
nanomachines just erupt out of a potential bloodstream of this thing
Okay.
and get absorbed into Dr. Professor Shadrack's system. He says,
So,
"Ew."
so you're saying that it's getting decayed and you're absorbing it, right?
Yep.
I need you to make a spirit check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you do.
Hey, the
4.
All right.
the wyvern hasn't taken a turn, right?
It has not. No.
I want to fly away.
You want to fly away, or you want it to fly away?
I want it to fly away from us, as far away as fast as it can.
Okay. When you give it that command,
Oh.
it gets to the edge of a certain area and then all of a sudden falls on the ground and begins just convulsing madly, and it begins actually breaking its own body into pieces and shattering. Its arms and its legs and its head all rip from its torso, and small tendrils begin dragging those parts back and forming them along the shack.
So, GM, does
I'm
that
sorry.
affect my character?
You are hearing this you're hearing this screaming on like an unconscious level, you and Buratino both, because you're linked into it.
I don't. Can I ask for
dear.
clarification?
What kind of clarification would you like?
When you say tendrils start dragging along the shack, is there a shack? I can't see the screen. So is there a building on the scene and
There's a
it's being pulled along that? Okay,
there's
just making
a
sure.
bunch of junked out vans and old cars and like tin roofs and like dead
Yeah,
robots, and the cyber
gotcha.
wyvern breaks its body apart, and then like tendrils reach out and drag the body parts back to the shack and start wrapping around it. So the dead body
Okay,
becomes,
so
yeah, the
got it. I
dismembered
just I
body
thought
of the cyber wyvern actually becomes part of the shack.
Mm.
right. So I just want to make sure that I understood that something grabbed it and pulled it back in, and that shack was not a euphemism. So thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
no.
Yeah,
No.
and this Professor Shadrach at the feedback just go. Oh, clever girl.
If anybody wants to make an occult roll based around that,
I mean, Chatty will.
yep, 5.
Don't think I have a cult.
I
I'm
don't
spending
know.
a penny on that.
Okay, you're gonna need to get a raise.
Okay. Oh, nope, not happening. Actually, no. You know what? I'll try it. Yeah, I did.
Okay. Uh, you guys are in a blight zone. This is a
Oh, goody.
Neat.
A blight zone.
right.
It's like a colonoscopy without a hamster and a GoPro.
Yep, yep. You're in a patch of computer
I
virus,
don't want
bad code in this area, and unfortunately, some of you have been infected by it.
Come on, man. This is my first session.
I know.
to. Isn't it great? But isn't your power like your power armor called contagion? Because that's what I thought I heard.
Yes.
It really is.
Ha! And now it fits.
Alrighty.
Oh my god. Are
Okay.
we still in
I
combat?
wanted to keep going, but y'all wanted to go play with the shack animals.
Hey, want to shack up? What's the problem?
Actually, what I wanted to do was have you scout out the area and find a way around this.
Yeah.
But we never got to do that because the wyvern attacked us while we were talking. So
They attacked us.
Yeah.
So I think at this point, since I guess we're not in combat, and I don't have to go attack the tentacle monster, that we could just like walk around this area. I mean, right?
You don't.
Until you get too close to a tentacle.
Yeah, like around this area. Like let's go back a half a mile and make a circle, all the way around.
It's like a hentai film without the fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's metal tentacles. It's never good when it's metal.
I said there was something bad here.
And you were right.
All right, so we head on.
Okay.
How do we fix the people who've been affected by this virus?
It affects machines.
Okay. Would that mean me as well? Am I?
Yep. You
do I have to
didn't.
make a roll?
You didn't interact. You didn't interact with it.
Okay.
Bullet
It was fine, like
dodged.
the rest of us.
Yeah, you interfaced with it. You tried to control it, and you did. So it's whispering in your ear. And then Shadrach also tried to.
Wait, but I made the huge spirit roll.
I mean,
You did. So you don't really feel
Yeah.
any effects from it right now. You're good. You just pick something up along the way.
Did Shadrach? Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I made a 14 on my spirit roll.
All right.
That doesn't do it.
Contagion or infection, is it something that healing will fix?
I mean, some of us have the ability to heal machines, like Maxine does.
This is
Maybe
just
once we figure it out. I mean, do we know that we're infected? Those of us that are.
those of you that know about it, like Professor Shadrach would know, and Buratino doesn't really seem to know all of. Well, Buratino is a genius, so he would figure it out.
But not right now.
My
Not
papa
right.
could fix it.
Yes.
Yeah. Sally forth.
Okay. Let me get your tokens in a row.
I have to hurry up and wrap this up. I'm down to 7.
So if Dr. Shadrach knows, and is there any indication of the problem?
Not yet, but you do have a writer. You have someone is in your network right now.
There was somebody among us.
Behind the firewall.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Would you even say an imposter?
Someone is Seuss.
Amogus.
Good lord, just move, computer. It's
No.
no.
No moving. It's all gonna be theater of the mind from this point forward.
I'm afraid we might actually.
I don't trust the guy in the white suit. He's too clean.
Too clean.
I'm sorry, but I haven't had a chance to get blood on this thing. There's a reason I buy in bulk.
Don't worry, Professor. You will find a good reason soon enough.
I imagine after a good fight, he frames it and hangs it on the wall.
Yes, I'm weird, but I'm not kinky.
Okay.
Says a man with a mask that looks like that.
Pace.
You see this suit? It has holes in it. This guy actually managed to shoot me.
Max respect right there.
Such a shame I had to put him down. I wanted to hire him.
Put him worth his weight in gold.
All right.
Although it is nice that we didn't have to fight it, having a wyvern head hanging on the local tavern would have been nice.
You can still go and try and grab the head if you want.
I mean, you'd have to get close to the shack.
I don't know enough to be afraid of what that is. So if you keep talking about it, I will go kill it.
Do it.
I have no idea what's going on either.
The mouth is
Right?
The head is attached to the wall. It's upside down, and the mouth is still like saying stuff. It's still like
Moist.
making.
Yeah, if we're starting to walk away, Valeria will stop and look at everyone as like we're not gonna finish it.
Someone should go listen to it.
I wouldn't suggest going anywhere near it.
I mean, I keep. Somebody needs to give me a reason not to go kill it because I got to now. Like I have to.
Do it.
Dangerous, young
No
man. You may
comment.
you may get hurt, and I simply couldn't allow that.
I can't think of a reason that
Yeah,
Vlad shouldn't go.
That's not much of a reason.
That, when you say that, he charges it.
Oh no!
Well, we have a mission. we have a mission. You have to focus on the mission.
Well, we lost Vlad.
You had so much time. Yeah, you had so much time to tell him that. So much
All right.
time.
So he charges and he attacks the head.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is the where the tentacles are, the pit, as it were.
Yep.
I'm gonna do death from above on it with the super jump,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna blow a Benny to turn my pike, my
Gregorian
polearm
lance.
into a penetrating deadly attack.
Okay.
Try to get through its armor.
You're gonna have to penetrate a pinnacle. That seems a little bit on the nose.
I'll do it at the pinnacle of my attack.
A tentacle on the pinnacle?
But
I know where this
yeah.
is going.
The
I rip one of his
pestle
tentacles
the
off and choke it to death
vessel-
with it. The pestle with the vessel is the
Vessel's
vessel that is true.
the brew that is true.
Here we go.
That's right. And
Yeah, the
the,
brew.
Oh,
the
we're
flagon with the
reciting that
dragon has
movie
the
now.
pellet with the poison in the. Yep.
The
How-
pellet with the
how low do we
void
go into
pellet.
The pellet.
Okay.
The pellet is the
It is vessel with pestle. The flagon with the dragon is the brew that is true.
No, wait. I thought it was the vessel
Yeah.
with the pestle.
No. The flagon
the
with the
vessel-
dragon is the
vessel-
brew that is true.
Okay. All right. So go
But he
ahead.
changed it in the middle. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did the total poison swap, and it was beautiful.
Mhm.
I can't see my result. Let me see. Hold on.
All right. I can't
There
see
we
it either.
10.
No,
10.
it has no parry. You're gonna hit with a raise.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's just a shack. It's like a giant dragon-sized home. If you can't hit this. All right,
You're
roll.
literally hitting the broadside of a
so that's
barn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna activate deadly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I gotta roll that separately.
Oh yeah. You just collapse the
Yeah.
entire shack. I mean, the whole thing just scatters in a cloud of shimmering dust. You see this sort of blue and white vapor cloud, and then all of a sudden, as you look, you see what looks like a face being displayed within the cloud turn and look at you, and then settle back to the ground. Vlad, go ahead and give me a spirit check.
All right. I do have danger sense, but I also have overconfident.
You're
Let's
very
see
overconfident.
here. So, and I'm going to use the mini that you give me for that on this roll, probably. Let me see. Where did that? I had a character sheet and it was pretty. 1 second. It's in here somewhere. I don't know why it keeps
Alright,
going away. All right. Let's try that again. Okay. Spirit.
Okay. You know, Vlad, you're not quite sure, but something in your head tells you that Miss Maxine is a nice lady. And you know what? She has some good ideas about finding her master. Her master can help you achieve your goals.
Do I need to spend a Benny?
No, it's just a thought you had. You should definitely help Miss
Okay.
Maxine revive her master.
Well, that's a normal. Well, that's a normal thought that I have. Like I always want to help her out, but
Yes. And this is such a noble quest that she has right now. Right?
okay. I guess since the DM's not letting me re-roll it, sure.
No. It's just a thought you had. You don't have to obey it.
Sure.
It just makes sense,
Okay.
doesn't it?
Sure. As long as the tentacles are gone, that's all that's important.
The whole shack is gone. Like, you did like 36 points of damage. It has a hardness of 12.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
He goes back. He's like, I don't know why we would worry. Everything's fine. Look, it's all gone. As he shapeshifts back from the bear, like massive form, into his normal human form.
Out of character, is there anybody else who is not influenced or affected?
The people that didn't come in contact with it, that didn't actually attack it, that didn't try to
Gotcha.
psychically do anything,
Interact with it.
yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not affected. Like,
As far as we know.
yeah,
I didn't even get to
It was
move.
walked in here and it could affect all.
yeah.
But I'm saying for everybody seems to be affected in some way. Maxine wants to find her master.
Maxine
Or-
didn't interact with it, so she's not really like affected by it. However, Vlad did interact with it, and he caught some of the dust. And suddenly he got this idea that he really needed to help Maxine in her quest.
maybe a better word I should have used is
Sounds good to me.
compromised.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, it'd be kind of metagaming to really talk about it. So,
But I'm talking out of character. I'm not talking in character.
Right.
Nika has no idea.
okay.
Mhm.
Okay, sure.
All right. So you guys make it through that, and you're headed.
Mhm.
Buratino is beelining it for there, and you guys find.
Maxime is trying her best to keep up with Buratino because he is the only one of these people who is an actual child.
Hmm.
So that's really getting on her programming that he's
He's also
rushing
the
ahead.
one that actually knows where we're going.
True, but she's trying to keep up with you to make sure you stay safe.
All right. 8 to 11. All right. Yep.
Well-
So we'll call it here, folks. And
All
next
right.
time you are in position. If anybody wants to give me a notice check, you can look and see. Before you stands the ruined town. Buildings are everywhere. You see several stealth drones walking the streets. They're combat drones moving in and out, and guiding the groups, apparently not necessarily the leader herself, but a major lieutenant of the bunch. You see what looks to be
I have eyes.
Oh,
Oh,
Yep.
could you bring that up again? I'm sorry, I accidentally closed it.
Oh,
I'm not muted.
What happened?
It's a pretty angel lady.
It's a very pretty angel lady who looks a bit upset.
yeah.
Ooh, I'll go give her a hug. It'll be fine.
Will you
Go
give her a
ahead.
hug next time?
Could you bring that
It's just
picture
like-
back up again? I missed it.
Yeah, I'm.
Buratino's like, she's way prettier than
Like you
Nika.
hear mumbling coming from my armor, and I just like slap my chest and go, "Contagion, no."
Down.
Down, boy.
Oh, cool.
Alright. So that is one of the fallen angels, which Nikamela would know and have major problems with.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, she was always Little Miss Perfect. Oh, isn't she so much prettier than you, Nika? Isn't it so nice to have her say, "I'm Nika."
Meanwhile, half the party is like, "I'd love to give her a firm handshake."
No, I just want to. No. I want to give her a hug. I just want to give her a really big hug. You might even call it a bear hug.
Oh,
Alright.
hey, wait a minute.